couple of weeks ago, we talked about the 49ers Pantheon, and we made a caveat that it's starting with the Bill Walsh era because you didn't cover before then, and I was born in 1988, and I really don't know. We don't really know the players before then, but I've gotten some emails educating me, and it's fair to point out that San Francisco 49ers have been here since the 50s. They were an original franchise in San Francisco, and they have some great, great players that deserve places in the Pantheon that we didn't name. So I got 8 names, and I'm going to throw out some facts real quick, and we'll give them their due for the sake of it.
Well, how about this? Let's play the game. Let me try to guess who some of the names are.
Certainly. Go for it.
Y.A. Tittle.
Absolutely. Y.A. Tittle. He's in the Hall of Fame. He went to 7 Pro Bowls. He was a 3-time All-Pro. What did you remember about him?
Well, he got traded to the Giants when I was in New York. And he came and he was great for the New York Giants. I had never heard of him. I don't even know if I'd heard of the San Francisco 49ers, but I saw him play for the Niners, and he took the job away from Charlie Connerly. So I was aware that he was a great quarterback.
Okay. Who else?
And, Iggy, he lived in the peninsula. He died, but you tried to interview him and he wouldn't do it.
That's true. I guess he was pretty old at that point.
Yeah. So, okay, that's one. I'm going to name another. R.C. Owens.
This is, it's not someone that I was not alerted to R.C. Owens, but I'm sure he was great. Do you remember R.C. Owens?
He was a wide receiver. He had the catch called the alley-oop. Now, is that on your list?
No, he was not on my list. I was not alerted to R.C. Owens.
Okay. R.C. Owens, absolutely for sure. And he worked in community relations until really he died for the Niners. So I knew R.C. very well. He was just a lovely man, and he was a great athlete. So I would do that.
Okay.
May I keep going?
Keep going.
John Brody.
Yes. What do you remember about John Brody? He's from Oakland. He went to Oakland Tech. I think he went to Montclair. I think he went to Montclair Elementary School.
No kidding.
Yeah. Oakland Tech. So he was here for a long time in the Bay Area. I'm not sure he went to Stanford, so he played like his entire career in the Bay Area.
That's right. And Iggy, he was a very clever quarterback. I remember I actually went to a game one time at Candlestick, and I saw him play. And, I didn't know very much about football. I was a graduate student at Stanford. So, but it shows I went to a game, what I was thinking about. So they were down near the goal line, and he faked a handoff to the running back, and he kept the ball and ran in around the right side.
Oh, wow.
There was I'd never seen that. Wow. And he wasn't particularly fast, but it was so clever. And Iggy, you don't see that play very much.
No, you don't. You used to see it, like the fake handoff and the naked bootleg around the other side.
That's what he did.
It's a good play. And you saw that a long time ago.
I saw that with John Brody. Yeah, it was really nice. So John Brody. Now I'm going to ask another one.
Sure.
Gene Washington.
No, Gene Washington was not on the list. Let me look up his stats. And what do you remember about him?
Well, he and I were at Stanford at the same time.
Wide receiver.
And he was an undergraduate. I was a graduate. We did not know each other, but later in life we got to know each other very well, and we're very friendly. He's a wonderful guy. Boy, was he fast, and did he have great hands. And he was Brody's chief receiver. May I tell you? You got a comment, but
that's okay. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. When I was a graduate student at Stanford, I have to tell you, I didn't have a lot of money, okay? And
that's what brought my dad to the West Coast. He was a graduate student at Stanford.
Right.
And what made him cover the 49ers, he got a job with the Chronicle, and he was a columnist. It wasn't by choice, but that's how it happened. So sorry. That's the answer to the question. Keep going, Dad.
Okay. So I had a car. I had a Plymouth Valiant.
Mm-hmm.
Iggy, you got to know, it was the ugliest car. It had fins.
Oh, boy.
It had fins. It was a black.
Just in case you just ended up in the lake or something.
But here's even better. It had an automatic transmission, but it had a push button. You push buttons on the
nice.
Like drive, neutral, reverse. It was a piece of crap, Iggy.
Yeah.
I got it on someplace on El Camino Real. Anyway, one day I was driving away from the campus, and I guess I was going to San Francisco. So I parked at the red light just before you go into East Palo Alto and then get on the Bayshore Freeway. Well, come next to me is this really nice sports car. I think it was yellow. And I look over and it's Gene Washington. Iggy, he was so handsome. He's gorgeous. He was so handsome. And he had the top down.
Yeah.
And he had a pink sweater.
Oh, man.
He was so masculine. He could do a pink sweater, and it was tied around his shoulders.
Yeah.
We were about 6 feet apart. And I looked at him, and I thought, there's me in the Plymouth Valiant and him in this whatever. We're 6 feet apart, but it might as well be a million miles. Yeah. He was so in a different universe from me. And I had Gene Washington envy.
Of course.
Just from
I have James Franco envy because he used to be at the UCLA pool all the time when he was 30 and I was 18. And all the girls wanted to go, of course. So, yeah, I understand that. Gene Washington, who the hell are you? Why did we have to be at the same red light at the same time? Who asked you?
In any event, when we became friends, I told him that story. And he remembered. He said, I remember the sweater. I remember the car. I just don't remember you.
Yeah, he remembered himself. He remembered you. Yeah.
Right.
That was a good sweater. I love that sweater.
Okay. Tell me some other guys on your list.
Okay, Joe Perry, running back.
Yes.
He played from 1948 to 1963, and when he retired, he was the NFL's all-time leading rusher. Jim Brown beat his record.
Whoa.
He's in the Hall of Fame. So one of the greatest running backs of all time. Then also another running back, Hugh McElhaney.
Yes.
Hall of Fame, 6-time Pro Bowler, Rookie of the Year. Was with the 49ers from 52 to 60, so before you were out here. Bob St. Clair.
He lived up in Sonoma County.
Interesting.
Offensive lineman.
Right tackle from 53 to 63. From what I hear, he was as athletic as Joe Staley. He was ahead of his time. Jimmy Johnson, defensive back.
He was great.
He also played a little offense. He had 47 interceptions in 15 years. He also played safety and wide receiver.
Wow.
A couple other guys. Charlie Kruger was a defensive tackle from 59 to 73. And also Leo Namalini was a defensive tackle from 50 to 63. And from what I understand, they were every bit as good as Bryant Young, Justin Smith, Forrest Buckner.
Yeah, I'm so glad. So you know what? This Pantheon that we have, it was incomplete.
Yes, but it was worthy of a two-parter.
Yes, thank you so much, and thank your source.